we are on our way to an undisclosed location to go and link up with Cori Bush. For those of you who don't know, Cori Bush is a little bit of a hero around these parts. She unfortunately lost her seat to Wesley Bell in the last election for basically doing the right thing. The district includes all of the city of St. Louis and most of northern St. Louis County. Cori Bush is a member of the Democratic Party, and she was the first African-American woman to serve in the U.S. House of Representatives from the state of Missouri.
And we also have with us Mr. Hasan Piker, a political commentator. Let's welcome him.
I hear you. What's going on, St. Louis? Wow. It's going to be a tough act to follow. Those ladies, they really brought it, but I'm going to try my very best. It's a real honor to be here today on this beautiful day, International Workers' Day, May Day, a day that we're here to celebrate, a day that, weirdly enough, doesn't get a lot of notice in the United States of America. Yeah, I wonder why. It's interesting. I feel like St. Louis doesn't get a lot of notice either, even though it deserves all the praise. I just traveled from Philadelphia, where I was, okay, you don't have to praise them that much. We're here for St. Louis. Yeah, I traveled from Philadelphia to get here this morning, and someone stopped me at the airport. They were like, "Are you that guy? Are you that political commentary guy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she said to me, "What are you doing in St. Louis?" And from what I understand, at least what many of you here in my community have communicated to me, a lot of people don't come to St. Louis, apparently. And I don't know why. Because it's a beautiful city, and there's a lot of beautiful people here. But in all my travels, I've seen a lot of places like St. Louis. Places that have been left behind by wealthy corporations that pollute your waters, that steal your productive output, and then spend it on themselves. But today, and every day from here on out, we say no more. No more! For the longest time, I felt disillusioned, like many of you probably did as well. 2016, Bernie Sanders, we went out, we door knocked. 2020, the same thing. And in a sequence of defeats from corporate Democrats, there were wonderful gems that came out of that movement. People like Cori Bush, who I'm honored to be here with. People like Cori, who put ordinary folks like yourselves first in her campaign and in her legislative battles. People who put their bodies on the line to make sure that the eviction moratorium was halted, that the eviction moratorium continued, to make sure that those who are unhoused got the housing necessary. But there's a price. There's a price that people pay sometimes. That price was $9 million. $9 million, the second most expensive congressional primary. That's what it took for Israel to subvert the democratic process, to unseat a wonderful fighter and put a AIPAC stooge like Wesley Bell in charge. To punish someone for saying the truth, to punish someone for being uncompromising. But what are we gonna do? I didn't say that. I'm already in enough trouble, and I don't want Corey to get into any more trouble. But while we were disillusioned for far too long, just as the speakers that came before me addressed, last year they said there was 100 people here. This year there's thousands. Because this movement is growing. There are ordinary folk just like yourselves who recognize right from wrong and who will fight back and who will have their voices be heard. St. Louis, are you with us? For far too long, we've been told you have to vote for harm reduction. We all know the Republicans are corrupt. We all know that they're monsters, they're racist, they traffic in hatred. But we are here to say we are no longer going to vote for do-nothing Democrats either. We're voting for Democrats with a purpose. And that's precisely why it is a great honor for me to be here alongside Cori Bush today and introduce to you, hopefully once again, the rightful candidate for Congress, Cori Bush, everybody.
When St. Louis is under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When St. Louis is under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. Y'all. Happy International Workers' Day. I'm so glad to be here with all of you. Y'all, we keep doing this, don't we? We keep coming back and coming back and coming back, but I love seeing y'all, just don't love why I keep seeing y'all. We should be past this. But I want to thank you, Hasan. Thank you for coming to St. Louis. Thank you for prioritizing our community, because like you said, others won't and others don't. We have people who are our elected representatives who don't prioritize us. So thank you so much, and thank you for your voice and for being uncompromising in your positions and for highlighting us. We need people all over the internet who know what they want, who know how to go get it, and who are uncompromising and who will go say the thing. And so we really appreciate you being here, because St. Louis deserves that. When we're talking about workers who have need of a home, workers have need of clean air, workers have need of clean water, workers have need of sanitation, electricity, gas, transportation. And so when we're in healthcare, but when we talk about workers and we talk about the rights of workers, we're not just talking about making sure you get paid the wage that you deserve, making sure that that's livable. We're not just talking about making sure you're at the table. We're talking about making sure we wrap around your whole life. Because that's what workers do. Because workers take care of the people. Workers are the people, and workers take care of the people. Because I can tell you, the last time I went to the store, I didn't check myself out and then go home with the item. Somebody checked me out, and I was happy that I didn't have to do it. Somebody checked me out, and then I went home. But what did I do? I drove the car. Somebody made the car I drove, and I was happy to have a car to drive. But for those of us who take public transportation, there is somebody behind that wheel. And that's somebody that we hope is doing right by it because they have precious cargo on that bus. Workers. Workers' rights are human rights. Workers' rights are civil rights. And so as we're standing up here today in solidarity, we're standing in solidarity with our international workers as well as our workers from this country. We don't care where you come from. We don't care where you work. We don't care who you serve. I don't even care if you voted for me last time. I care that you have your rights and that those rights are protected. And so in order to protect your rights, we need people in seats, and this is all across the country. We need people in the seats that see you. People in the seats that think that is dignity to call out your name and do some work for you. People that don't believe that they deserve to be served by you. People that will go the extra mile. The north side shouldn't look like what the north side looks like. We have billionaires who are sitting on money and their workers are the ones on food stamps. We have workers who don't have the money to buy a vehicle. They have to use public transportation, but the corporations and the billionaires are making money hand over fist. We say that we're standing up for workers, but what we're really doing is we're standing up for all of humanity together. So our workers and those who want to work but can't work, we're standing up for those folks too. St. Louis. This is about every single one of us. So when we go to our electeds, y'all, we're saying fully fund the north side. We're saying we don't want your big box data center in our community. We're saying we don't want your police shooting firing range in our community. We're saying put money into our education, put money into our schools, put the money into health care. And lastly, if you can't stand up to Donald Trump and his administration on the city level, the state level, or the federal level, then you're no representative for us. If you can't stand up to Donald Trump and his allies, then how are you supposed to stand up for us if you can't stand up to them? Donald Trump don't know your name. And why sign up for a job when you're not willing to fight? If you're not willing to fight, move out the way, because I know some fighters. I know some union workers that are fighters that can replace you. I know some folk in Action St. Louis that can replace you. So as we get ready to march, who ready to march? Make these St. Louis streets hear you. Make these St. Louis streets recognize we're in the street. Because today is our day. And when they say, oh, a general strike just for one day, what does it do? Your response back should be, what did you do? You want to show up tomorrow? We can show up tomorrow. You want to show up for 400 days like we did in Ferguson? We can show up for 400 days. They don't want that kind of smoke. They don't even want to hear us say abolish ICE, but it's abolish ICE. And any elected official that is standing saying that our police need to work with ICE, we coming to vote you out. immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! Yes, St. Louis, let's go.
Let's go back.
We want glory! We want glory!
We'll get one before we leave.
Yes, ma'am. Which way you guys?
Hey, I'm gonna take a picture.